The call came at 4:12 a.m. I was still half asleep in a bland hotel room, stale air choking the curtains, my suitcase unzipped beside the bed. A voice message, breathless, frantic. My wife's voice, soft, panicked. Except something in it felt rehearsed. A break placed too perfectly, like she practiced sounding scared. Still, my chest tightened, my pulse snapped awake. I booked the first flight home. No breakfast, no shower, just movement, mechanical, urgent. The taxi ride from the airport felt like hours. Everything blurred, streetlights, traffic, the city breathing without me. I kept replaying the message, her tone, the silence between syllables, the absence of my name. Hospitals smell like fear and bleach. I rushed inside, nerves strung thin, heart pounding out rhythmless warnings. The nurse barely looked up when I reached the desk. My wife? Maternity. But my voice died when I saw him. My brother, walking through the maternity doors, holding flowers. Not generic congratulations flowers, a dozen white lilies, her favorite. His smile was soft, warm, familiar in a way that cut open old trust like flesh. He didn't see me. I didn't call his name. I stood there, frozen in the antiseptic hallway, breath held hostage in my chest. The receptionist looked up. "Sir, can I help you?" I pointed at where he had gone. She checked something on the screen, then smiled politely, oblivious to the tectonic shift beneath my ribs. "Oh, that gentleman's baby was born this morning. If you want to join the Thanksgiving ceremony, you can help wash dishes in the family lounge later." Her words detonated in my skull. That gentleman, his baby, Thanksgiving, dishes, my wife, my brother, their child. The floor tilted, the world broke without sound. And I felt nothing, not anger, not grief, just ice. Denial is a strange thing. It doesn't shout, it whispers, bargaining like a desperate gambler. Maybe she just used the wrong words in her message. Maybe he was here for someone else. Maybe this is all a misunderstanding. Maybe. I walked to the maternity ward slowly, footsteps almost graceful, spine straight, face numb. Mechanical calm, the kind someone mistakes for strength, but is really shock dressed in stolen confidence. I stopped outside the door. Through the small glass panel, I saw her, my wife. Pale, exhausted, smiling weakly. And him, sitting beside her bed, close, too close. His hand resting on hers with a familiarity that did not come from friendship or sympathy. A nurse carried a bundled newborn toward them. He stood, he followed, he looked proud. I didn't walk in, I couldn't, not yet. I stood there and felt the universe tilt. Years of marriage collapsing silently like a forgotten building in an abandoned city. I replayed 7 years in my mind. Her laughter in candlelight, her head on my chest, her voice saying, "Always." Her tears the night she begged me not to leave for business trips so often. I thought she was lonely. She was occupied. Every memory turned sharp. Every smile became a mask. I saw her differently now, saw the careful lies sewn into each kiss, the softness that was never for me alone. When the nurse returned, she saw me and smiled warmly. "Congratulations, sir, you have a beautiful—" She paused. I did not smile back. Her expression faltered. I turned, walked away, each step deliberate, silence heavy in my throat like swallowed glass. My heart didn't race, it slowed. This wasn't heartbreak, it was awakening. I said nothing that day. I congratulated her gently when she finally called, pretending I was still at the airport, pretending I was delayed. My tone smooth, emotionless, a perfect lie delivered to a liar. She sighed with relief, played devoted wife over the phone. I listened, studying every fake tremor in her voice like a surgeon tracing a tumor. I returned home, but not to comfort, to investigate, quietly, calmly, phone records, bank transfers, old text messages she thought she'd deleted, hotel reservations from business trips I never took, but my brother somehow did at the same time. Security camera footage from the house, stored automatically on a cloud drive she didn't know existed. I watched them, together, in my home. Whispers, touches, kisses that once belonged to me. I didn't rage, I observed. Every truth was a knife. Every knife slid in with precision. When my mother called days later asking why I hadn't gone to wash dishes at the Thanksgiving ceremony, I laughed, quietly, dry, a sound without warmth. My daughter-in-law once told me on a holiday call, "If you want to join the family celebrations, learn to serve. Come wash dishes." Disrespect disguised as humor. They all laughed then. I stayed silent then too. Silence, I've learned, is not weakness. It's ammunition. DNA results arrived in a sealed envelope. I already knew. Confirmation was just formality. I placed the paper on the dining table when she got home. Calm, precise, like setting a final chess piece. She walked in humming, baby cradled in her arms. My brother followed behind holding groceries like a domesticated thief. Her eyes hardened when she saw the envelope. His smile cracked when he saw me sitting there. I slid the paper toward her. "Read it." She did. Her face drained. Hands shook. Lips trembled. "No, please, He reached for her. I raised one hand, not in fury, just dismissal. "Don't." The silence that followed was surgical, sterile, absolute. She sobbed. He stuttered excuses, broken syllables falling uselessly. I felt nothing. Cold detachment is liberation. I didn't scream, didn't throw anything, no theatrics. I simply handed her a second folder. Bank account closures. Name removed from property. Flight tickets to Switzerland. One name on them, mine. I placed my phone on the table, opened the gallery, showed images of my villa overlooking the Alps. Marble floors, infinity pools, life she never knew I built. Her eyes widened. Greed flickered beneath guilt. She realized what she lost before she realized she lost me. "My daughter-in-law once mocked me," I murmured, "told me to wash dishes if I wanted a seat at the table." I leaned in. "I don't eat at cheap tables." She collapsed, begging, reaching. I stood, walked away. Their world fell apart in a single, silent moment. Mine didn't. I left without a backward glance. No anger, no tears. My plane to Switzerland lifted off at sunrise. City shrinking below. The sky bruised purple and gold. A quiet rebirth. I looked out the window, fingers steady, breath even. Betrayal didn't destroy me. It refined me. They thought they broke a man. They only exposed themselves. In the end, I didn't lose a wife. I discarded a parasite. People say revenge is a dish best served cold. They're wrong. Revenge is not a dish. It is absence. It is silence. It is walking away so completely that they realize they never deserved to be part of your life at all. I did not crush her with shouting. I crushed her by living. And I do not look back.